Hi, Charles.
Hi, Ubi. What's going on?
So your camera is set up, so you
I have to turn it this way, right?
yeah, better. I'm sure you're charging your phone, right?
Yeah, I was doing
I know that. I know
that.
how that feels.
Yeah, yeah, that was fine. Just a minute. Is this better?
You can hold it. Oh yeah,
Ah,
okay, yeah, it's fine like this.
okay.
Yeah, if you come closer, we can see it properly.
Yeah.
So if I didn't know you, I think that maybe you're a model because you're a fine man. You have the height, you have the body. I think that you go into modeling other than running around with entrepreneurs and SMEs in Nigeria. How are you doing, bro? Good afternoon.
Not bad, not bad at all. Good afternoon. I mean, I think after staying at home for 2 weeks and doing push-ups and sit-ups, I'll start taking modeling contracts.
That's very important. All right. Let's go right into your name. So just say your name and just
Mm-hmm.
do a quick introduction, 1 minute.
Okay. So, my name is Charles Odi. I'm the executive director of an organization called SME 100 Africa. And what we do at SME 100 Africa is we help small businesses plan, launch, manage, and scale their enterprises here in Africa. And we do this with five basic business requirements. The first one is access to finance. So we lend small businesses some form of microloans for them to start and expand. Others use it to procure assets. We also do a lot of financial literacy. So if you come to us and we cannot give you money, we try to advise you on the best way you can get money through different other methods. The second thing we do for small businesses is access to markets. So we are the guys who organize the trade shows for small businesses. We're the guys who organize exhibitions for small businesses. What has happened right now is because we are social distancing and because of this problems with this global pandemic, we're going to be pushing one of our platforms, which is called 100 Connect, where a lot of people can go there and buy and sell, and try and just get introduced to new markets. Another thing we do for small businesses is capacity development. We're very, very, very big on capacity development. So week in, week out, we're training small businesses on how to access financing, how to write a business plan, how to leverage technology for business growth. We're teaching them on the business model canvas and different other things. We also you see that. So we're also very big on mentorship. What we do is we connect young aspiring entrepreneurs to people who are seasoned in the industry. Like, for instance, if we get anyone who wants to go into music or start a music business, for instance, we'll reach out to you and say, hey, Ubi, please, can you just lend us a few hours in a week to talk to this person and try and guide them through the ropes so that they don't make mistakes that you made, and so they can be better. It's just a form of making sure that we support these small businesses. And we are the guys with the inspiring networks, and we provide a lot of information for small businesses.
Okay, I had two questions for you. You've
Right.
actually used this to answer the two questions. The first one was for you to tell us about SME 100 Africa. The second one was to tell us about how you empower creatives, which you've already answered.
Right.
Last year you invited me for one program called 25 Under 25 Awards.
Yeah.
I couldn't attend that because of my schedule. Just tell
Yeah.
us about that.
Okay. So Ubi, a lot of people are being churned out from the educational system, especially universities, year in year out. So I was listening to the vice president, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, and he said something. He said that Nigeria's population is currently, the demographic is currently 65% of the small people, of this youth are under the age of 25. And if we have like 65% of Nigerian demography or 60% under the age of 25, then we should actually be looking for ways to engage these people. When they come out of school, there are no jobs. Um, and so I think 3 years ago, the United States government took me to the United States to show me how small businesses are adapting in the US and how what the US is doing to support the small businesses. And then he took me to one school. And it will surprise you if I tell you that kids age 6, 8, 7 have started businesses. They are teaching them how to build robots. They're teaching them how to construct boats. And in my mind, I was just thinking, wow, this guy is 6 years old. This girl is 7 years old. These are the guys that are going to compete with your son in the nearest future, right? These are the guys who are going to compete with the guys who are in school, who are going to come out in the nearest future. So what can we actually do to make sure that these people who have come out of school looking for jobs actually get engaged? Because there's a pyramid I always talk about. One is hunger. Where there's hunger, there's anger, and there's violence. So you see all this youth unrest in Nigeria. A lot of Boko Haram guys are young. A lot of the guys in the South. It's because these guys are hungry. And when they are hungry, they are not engaged. Then they get angry. And when they are angry, you can't contain the violence that comes from that.
So hunger leads to anger.
Anger leads to violence. Right.
So one of the things you are doing is trying to empower people to take them out of that pyramid of hunger, anger, and violence. That's what you're trying to do.
Young entrepreneurs, because there are no jobs. So what we're saying to them is look inwards. You have a skill. God has put in each and every one of us a skill. Look inwards, try and harness that skill, and try and make a business out of that skill. And there are a lot of people who are doing amazing things under the age of 25. And what we've done is we've started a spotlight model. We identify these people, and then we try to put them out to the world to say, hey, look, listen, you're complaining about bad roads, you're complaining about government, you're complaining about no power, but despite all these things, right, this guy is doing well. Look at Ubi is doing well. Look at Shade is doing this in education. Look at Angela is doing this in agriculture. Those are the kind of things that we think will motivate young people to look within themselves, to see how they can harness opportunities and make a lot of business out of those opportunities.
Okay, this next question is, I've been seeing a lot of comments about this next question I'm about to ask you on the comment section. There are a couple of people who are trying to start a business. Can you share with us how they can get access to finance for their businesses?
Right.
For their business or their ventures. That's a very, very important question a lot of people want to have you speak about, because a lot of people have the idea, they have the businesses, but they don't know where to get money to fund their businesses. So can you tell them how to do that?
Okay. So you have been in business for quite some time now, if I'm not mistaken, over 10 years, right?
Or more.
I'm sure that or more. So I'm sure that you can add to what I'm going to say. So for everyone who is trying to get to start a business, first things first, what I say to people, you need 3 important things. Number 1, you need the skill. Number 2, you need a market. And number 3, you need a lot of information. Now, by skill is, what you can do and how well you can do it, and how you can, monetize the skill. But the market, market is a multifaceted concept right now. The market has gone beyond the place where people buy and sell to actually the place where, to who's ready to buy from you at this time, how much you're willing to pay, and, the conditions beyond that. So the first thing you want to do, if you're a small business owner, right, under 2 years, the one thing you want to do is, first of all, reach out to family and friends. I'll tell you this, I'm going to give you 6 ways that you can get financing. One of them is the bank loan, right? You walk up to the bank and say, hey guys, I want to start this business, give me this money, and I'm going to pay. You look at the interest rates and you decide how long it will take you to pay. So number 1 is get a bank loan. But as a small business owner, if you walk to the bank today, and I did a test, I'm not going to mention the name of the bank. I went into the bank and I acted like I wanted to get a loan. And, I just wanted to feel the impulse of what small businesses feel in Nigeria today. And I asked the guy who was sitting across the counter, across the table from me, and I said, oh, I want to get a loan. He asked a few questions, what do you do? And, I gave him some background information. And I said, okay, this is what we'll need from you. Number 1, we need a landed property. So this is not a land, this is what a building. We need, like, let's say we need one of your buildings from Insta Apartment. One. Two, we need collateral if you haven't got that, right? Three, we need, after you brought that, we need somebody to vouch for you. So somebody like a general manager, like a manager in a bank or in public service in level 12. And I was just thinking to myself, where if I had a landed property, would I come to you to look for a loan? So that's the predicament a lot of small businesses are facing right now. So we bring it to my number two solution. As a small business owner, under the age of 3 years in business operations, the banks will not even lend to you and it's not their fault because it's other people's money, right? And it's a business. So the people you want to look out for are your family and friends, people who already know you. You walk up to them and say, hey, uncle, hey, auntie, I have this business. Oh, can you, look at it? This is my projection. This is what I intend to make in the first 2-3 years. This is how I want you to come. So the number one thing I said was bank loan. Number two is family and friends. Number three is they are investors. They are private equity angel investors who are on the lookout for businesses that actually have potential to scale. And they're looking at, you can approach any of them. In Lagos, you have the Lagos Angel Network, and there are a few other people. Number four is bootstrapping. And I cannot emphasize this enough, right? You can start, nobody says you need to get a loan, nobody says you need to get a grant or you need to get an investor. You can start a business with your own savings. You can start a business with your own savings, right? So you can, if you want to like start a food business, write out a list of the things that you need and, try from time to time to just start putting money aside with a detailed plan on when you want to start, on what those things will cost. That's number four. Number five, you can actually even start a business from grants. There are a lot of organizations now that are giving a lot of grants. So, you've heard of the Chode Lumenu Foundation, you heard of the Nuella Foundation. There are a couple of foundations that are giving grants for you to start business, and which is actually good. You can get those grants, and you can start. But the difference between a grant and a loan is that the grant you don't have to pay back, but sometimes in a grant there are different levels. So, for instance, if you get a grant for ₦1 million, you also have executed, gone past level 1, where they give you 250,000 naira. When you can show that you've executed well and you've done what you said you do with that money, then you unlock the next level. Do you understand? So that's number 5. Number 6, you can also start a business from what I call customer relationship. So I explained that I have this hand sanitizer now, and I say to you, hey, and you say to me, hey, Charles, I need this hand sanitizer. And I say to you, Ubi, what you need to do is just give me an advance fee, and I will go and get this hand sanitizer from you. But that's based on relationship, right? So if I'm getting a pack of hand sanitizers for you for ₦1 million, and you give me an advance of maybe 500,000, I go get it, and then I mark it up, and I'm in business. So these are the ways that people can actually start businesses.
Okay, you see, a lot of people felt like you were going to say something like, there's money we've gathered a fund somewhere in the bank. If you want to start a business, come to us. And I know that you guys, your company, you have access, or let me ask this way, you have access to people that have money and want to invest.
Yes, we do. But what has happened is we've done a couple of transactions. Some of them have gone bad, So what we actually try to do is, if you come to us, we can introduce you to some of those people, but we will actually grill you before we introduce you to those people, because we don't want our fingers to get burned. But secondly, we also have some financial institutions that say, you know what, Charles, bring all these guys to us and we'll lend to them. And some of them are promised to lend at single-digit interest rates. And so if you come towards at SM100 Africa, we sit with you, we understand what it is that you're trying to do. We can introduce you to some of them.
Okay. My next question is, small businesses usually do not have a lot of budget to advertise, like the likes of the MTNs, the Coca-Cola, and etc. what ways can you advise new businesses on how to market their businesses because they don't have the amount of money that a lot of the big players have? So what's that advice you give those small businesses?
So small businesses usually do not have money, like you say. They are the guys at the bottom of the food chain. Some of them are just starting out, and so someone said that, why am I in the dark? There's no light. So I'm just trying to put the light on, put the phone under the light. Okay, is this better? Okay.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay. So what I was saying was one of the things that small businesses can do is, look, the first thing they can do is barter.
Hello, 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 hello. We lost him, or his internet is hanging.